Appreciate it, Senator. Thank you for holding this important hearing. I want to thank all the witnesses for being here to talk about this very real and difficult issue. The rise of extremism online is a serious threat, and the Internet has unfortunately proven a valuable tool to extremists who are connecting with one another through various forms to spread hate and dangerous ideologies. While we're here to focus today on the proliferation of extremism online, which of course is incredibly important, we must not lose sight of the fact that violent individuals who find communities online to fuel their hatred have also acted in the name of hate. We cannot ignore the fact that the absence of sensible, common-sense gun safety measures like background checks are allowing individuals to access dangerous weapons far too easily. And so, we know the majority of Americans want us to support that. But I represent the great state of Nevada. And as we approach, unfortunately, the 2-year anniversary of the 1 October shooting in Las Vegas, the deadliest mass shooting in modern American history, we know that coordination with and between law enforcement is more important than ever. The Southern Nevada Counterterrorism Center, also known as our Fusion Center, is an example of a dynamic partnership between 27 different law enforcement agencies to rapidly and accurately respond to terrorists and other threats. With Las Vegas hosting nearly 50 million tourists and visitors each year, the Fusion Center is responsible for preventing countless crimes and even acts of terrorism. So to all of you, can you please discuss with us your coordination efforts with law enforcement when violent or threatening content is identified on your platforms? And what do you need from us as a legislative body to promote and enable, facilitate, whatever word you want to use, to facilitate this partnership to keep our communities safe from another shooting like 1 October? Please.
Thank you, Senator. That attack was incredibly tragic, and our hearts are with those who have suffered and did suffer in that attack. Our relationship with law enforcement, first, is an ongoing effort. We have a team that does trainings to make sure that law enforcement understand how they can best work with us, and that's something that we do proactively. We reach out and offer those. Anytime there is a mass violence incident, we reach out to law enforcement immediately, even if we're not aware of any connection between our service and the incident. We want to make sure that they know where we are and how to reach us. We also have an online portal through which they can submit legal process, including emergency requests. And we have a team that office is staffed 24 hours a day so that we can respond quickly. And finally, we proactively refer imminent threats of serious physical harm to law enforcement whenever we find them.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And I just want to echo, firstly, Monica's sympathies for your constituents who were victims of that horrible tragedy. The lessons I think we have learned since that attack have continued to inform our thinking. For example, not waiting for the ideological intent of the shooter to be known before acting. I think one of the challenges we have is in the traditional terrorist space, we might look for an organization affiliation before we would say this is a terrorist attack. We don't wait for that anymore. We act first to stop people using our services. As Monica said, we do cooperate with law enforcement to provide credible threats. I think one of the questions, and I, along with colleagues from other companies, actually met with a number of agencies yesterday to discuss how we can further deepen our collaboration. And one of the questions we had there is, there's a huge amount of information within the law enforcement community, within the DHS umbrella, that is classified, that might help us understand the threats, the trends, the situational awareness. So understanding how more information can be shared with industry to better inform us about the threats that we face.
So can you provide us in writing some of the tools that you think you might need to help you better cooperate to protect our communities?
Absolutely, and that was the subject of the meeting yesterday, and we had a very productive conversation.
Thank you. Please.
Senator, broadly similar here, both in horror and sympathy, tragedies like that one, and in the ways that we proactively cooperate with law enforcement, refer credible threats, as well as receive valid requests, emergency disclosure requests, respond to them expeditiously.
Thank you. I see my time is up. I'm going to submit a question for the record about combating violent anti-Semitism online. I know other people are waiting. We have votes. I appreciate your time and your commitment to solving, working on this issue. Thank you.